We're not shy.
This feels like
From all of the stripper madness to the debaucherous defiling of innocent flowers, we find ourselves at part 2. Welcome everyone if you're new. Welcome back if you're returning. So this is part 2 of season 1, episode 6, 90 Days, The Last Resort. And last time we were here, the video was just getting really long. So I was like, okay, I'm going to split this up into 2 parts. And we saw Ed doing things that Ed should never, ever, ever do again at a table full of people with the flower. Made Asuelu about throw up. And so did we. Bleh. So now that we're back, we're going to get into all of the good stuff. All of the couples got together for Karma Sutra therapy. Woohoo! And whenever I see Angela and Michael sharing their moment, it's just the sweetest. It makes my heart sing.
I miss you too, honey.
If Angela and Michael can figure it out, I don't know who can't. But I'm going to tell you what, this episode really made me look at Molly and Kelly's situation a little bit different because now I understand it and we're going to talk about it. But first, let's get into it.
What I love about you is, you tell him and he's going to tell you what I love about you is. Deep breath, connect your heart.
The look in her face should have told me everything I needed to know, and I didn't catch that until the replay, but it was like she was looking at them like, I know it's about to be some mess, because how could it not be, right? This was the easiest assignment in the world. Look at your partner and tell them what I love about you is. Each person do it, and if they just stick to the script, there should be no issues. But yeah.
I don't want to make you uncomfortable.
I'm not uncomfortable.
Okay.
Stupid Kelly. I want to always look at it like, okay, who is starting this? And every scene it seems like is Molly. But this time, all Kelly had to do was do what the woman says. And the first thing he says is, I don't want to make you uncomfortable. You're starting this fight here. You are the reason that things go left. I'm not saying that Molly's excused in her behavior and how she's always stone cold ice and handles situations. But if Kelly would have just done what the therapist said, we would not be here. But I'm going to let y'all see where we are.
I mean, there clearly was something that you loved about me, but it's just been lost. I don't know.
Go ahead, Kelly. Tell her what it is that you love about her. Nothing else. Just that.
Because all the things that I thought were why you love me, you've since told me that you don't think that I'm that person.
Okay, so this is the perfect exercise, right? Because the therapist said, you're supposed to start this. This is what I love about you. And because Molly's saying that, she knew that you did love her. And then you told her these are the things that you don't love about her, I guess somewhere along y'all's relationship, because it didn't happen here at this resort. But either way, so now's the perfect time to jump in there, Kelly.
I guess it's one thing we could agree about, right?
I came on this trip to make progress with my relationship, but I honestly was not prepared to do this class with Kelly today. There's a lot of things that we still haven't talked about. And
so she cries out for help and she says, just step up and tell me what it is that you love about me and let's wipe the slate clean. That's pretty much what she said. And he says, you know what? You're right. I guess that's something we can agree on. He's an idiot.
You're not in love with me.
She keeps saying that she throws out the olive branch and he's not picking it up and that he doesn't stand up. He's not fighting for the relationship. And now I completely see what she means.
And I'm not in love with you.
So a part of me looks at Molly as like one of those people who says things as a we or an us when really it's just them. This is how they feel, but they try to project and make it seem like we're in this together. Like, you know, we don't agree on such and such. No. I feel like XYZ. You're the person that doesn't agree. So I somewhat want to say that's what she's doing, but it's not completely that, because while she's talking, Kelly is just sitting there allowing his relationship to just go by the wayside. He hasn't said anything that shows that he's actually in this relationship. When she says one thing, it's not like he's counteracting her and saying, hey, I don't agree. No, that's not true. I want to fight. No, I do love you. As a matter of fact, let's do the exercise. These are the things I love about you. He's just sitting there nodding his head. And then all of a sudden he wants to get emotional and storm off and cry. But it's like, you're not the victim. You put yourself in a situation by sitting there and not saying anything. And then you get off camera and it's, oh, she's attacking me and I can't do this. And oh, wow, whatever.
Why are we here? Do we have to do this? We can go. Molly, we can go.
If he handles relationship issues at home like this, then I can understand why they are where they are. Because Molly is a pretty strong and stone-faced type of woman. And Kelly clearly is emotional, and there's nothing wrong with that. But what he can't do is sit up there and shut down and allow her to take over, because she approaches it from a very hard standpoint. Because then once she shuts down, then all of a sudden he wants to get up and walk away. So it's like they're playing the victim Olympics, but Molly really is still there. Even though she acts like she's removed, she's not completely removed. What really changes the situation every time is when Kelly gets up and he walks away. Molly's just laying there waiting for him to show up, and she could change her approach, but really I'm seeing what the breakdown is. Each person tries to outdo the next, and his final trick bag is to like walk away.
I can't do this. I gotta go.
What?
I can't do this.
Oh, God. Where you going, Kelly?
The funniest part is that Molly was silent until he said he's leaving, and then she's like, oh God, because here we go again. Like, he just presents as a very weak man. And I'm not saying that she should bully him, but what I'm saying is he creates his own problems, because if you're going to sit up here and cause an argument, kind of ease your way into it, and then she takes over and really runs it off the rails, then your response is, okay, I got a trump card, I'll just walk away and storm off. You do look weak. It explains why she looks at you as weak. And y'all will never get anywhere because you always resort to storming off. You should have just followed the directions and not started so timid. And I don't think that you guys would be here, but I totally understand their storyline now.
Hearing Molly state that she's not in love with me, I feel like an idiot.
And sitting up there nodding your head in agreement while she states that, as though that was your opinion as well, you look like an idiot.
For a person that you love to tell you they in love with you, nobody wants to hear that. Now I know how she really feels about me, and I'm seeing another side of her. It's not the woman I fell in love with.
Which is why you should have tried to turn your relationship around and just did what the therapist said. These are the things that I love about you. And not focus on the negative. But y'all have gotten so accustomed to going straight to the negative that I don't even see why you guys are even on here, other than getting a check.
What happened? Were you guys talking about something? Or?
It's just deeper.
Oh, you okay?
Nope, Angie girl, she is not okay. And now I understand why she says that Kelly does not fight for their relationship. This is a perfect example of it. And although she plays her part and she's not perfect, this is just a really ugly situation.
This is
Yeah,
hard.
because I don't want to hurt him. I don't.
You're not. Oh, Molly. I don't like you feeling like that. That's painful.
I didn't tell Kelly that I don't love him anymore. I said I'm not in love with you. I'm always going to love him.
Now, this goes back to Molly and her saboteur ways, because whenever it seems like there's an opportunity for the couples to be positive, she uses that to like turn the knife, like stab Kelly and twist the knife really hard. Like, she likes to see him cry. I think the fact that she knows that she can poke at him emotionally makes her want to do it more.
He doesn't want to do it?
I guess he walked away.
Just because I didn't come here for this. Like, Kelly just dipped.
This is one of those WWT moments, and it's like Kelly got up and he walked off, but it's because he can't take the pressure. But you act as though you don't understand that you're the one that's administering the blows.
Here I am, and it's like I'm here by myself. It's just a lot.
It's like Molly is a big time bully of Kelly, because maybe she feels like if she keeps pushing him, then finally he'll get up, he'll open up and stop running. But all it's making him do is just cower even more. Either way, they're so annoying. Well, let's move on to some more fun stuff. So has anyone heard of the Lotus? I didn't know what it is, but here we are.
It's going to be great for all couples.
Just kidding.
When's the last time y'all have kind of even touched like this?
A long time?
Yeah.
Got it.
Big Mama Drama is sitting there checking her cuticles. I bet Kalani wishes she could be anywhere in the world except here. It seems like whenever she's insecure or uncomfortable, she gets very mean. And that's what I've seen her doing with Asuelu in this episode. I don't think it was Asuelu. I think it's her own personal issues.
When we can connect in this way, it's down on frustration, it's down on argument. It helps build a strong foundation for lasting relationships.
Although Ed looks like a big dumpling, he doesn't seem to be struggling with any of the positions, yet Kaylani seems like she's having a lot of issues. I think it is a weight thing, but I've also heard like a lot of big people say they will not be with another big person, and then two skinny people all just make nothing but friction. So I guess it makes sense that the other one's partner is like on the slimmer side, but it seems like, yeah, Kaylani's not really comfortable being up on top of Asuelu. She's not really comfortable sitting straight up and, having her legs up because there may be like air restriction in that position. But I'm wondering if that's the problem or if she really just doesn't like Asuelu, because when he was massaging her hands and everything seemed to be going just fine. But the minute she had to get on top, she got a little insecure and she started like bullying him.
Next position is the flowers in bloom. You're gonna move your hips up. Okay. Beautiful.
Jovi was having too much fun tossing Yara all over the place. They seemed like they were in good spirits.
It's a really good position because men are visual.
It seems like, yeah, all this Kama Sutra stuff, that's not their weak point. Their weak point comes with Jovi and his honesty, and then Yara and her little bitty insecurities. Ed and Liz surprisingly were connected. This is the first time I could see them as an actual couple. But when it came to Big Mama Drama and Asuelu was handling her big ass. But it seems like Big Mama Drama just was not. She wasn't comfortable. Like, even when she was on top of him, like, she's got her arm down to, like, catch herself. And I think it's a personal issue. Another couple who had absolutely no issues in this area was Angela and Michael. Since they were remote, Angela got a blow up Michael, and Michael got a big white pillow that was supposed to simulate each other's partner. And Angela was making the best of her blow up situation, and Michael was just kind of leaning on the pillow, probably indicative of real life.
Why are you guys 16?
Because we're not shy.
It's like some porn.
Is it just me, or did Big Mama Drama kind of give off a little bit of jealousy vibes? Not that she would be jealous of Ed, because no one in their right mind would, but just the fact that she's like a fun girl, so I think she would have liked that experience too, but just not with Asuelu.
If I think of everything I don't want to see my whole life, Ed having sex is at the top of the list.
I completely agree. I think in episode 1, I had already said something similar to that. But either way, Liz looked like she was in her glory, and good for her, she recovered from that hangover.
I don't feel comfortable doing this in my bathing suit. The hooch is out.
Just try it.
Here, move the off a minute.
Poor Asuelu. Now I see why he wants to go to the strip club and he gets so excited about, boobies and everything else, because it just doesn't seem like he gets any action or any type of grace from his wife. All he gets is criticism, and she's very crass when she gets uncomfortable. But we already talked about that.
Open your legs.
Like,
That's the problem. Yeah.
deep.
I low-key wish that Asuelu would have just like flipped Big Mama Drama on her back and left her there and went and found Kelly, and they could have just went to the strip club, because it seems like if Asuelu is going to have fun or any type of excitement, Big Mama Drama is going to interrupt it, just kind of similar to like Kelly and Molly. So Big Mama Drama and Asuelu go and have a little counseling session, and in the session a couple of things come out, and a big part of it is just the fact of what we already know. She will not let this he cheated thing go. But it turns out it's a little deeper than that.
What's the barrier that's preventing you from moving forward?
I honestly just feel grossed out. I just think of with somebody else. So then that just disgusts me. And then I don't want to do anything.
Her saying that makes all the sense in the world to me, because I feel the same way. If I'm with you and you cheat on me, I am going to be disgusted by you. And there's almost nothing you can do to help me get over it if I choose not to. And I think that's where she's at.
How does that make you feel?
It still hurts. I really take it personal, but I will be patient for it, and I just work on it.
If Big Mama Drama is not willing to put in the work to get over whatever it is she's going through, he could have the patience of Job. It will make zero difference, because they're not going to be able to move forward.
It's gonna take for you to forgive.
I feel like if Kalani actually liked Asuelu, then it would be much easier for her to forgive him. But I think at this point, she doesn't even like him as a person. So that's the problem. She's not going to be able to forgive him because she doesn't like him.
Confused because I've never felt just friendship with you before. So now I don't know how to undo that.
And that's a big component, because if your best friend does something to hurt you, you can kind of work through it based off of the friendship. But if you never had a friendship to begin with, and it's like if a stranger hurts you, but we never had a good solid foundation, there's nothing that's going to hold me there. And I think that's where Kaylani is. They never had the foundation. So she doesn't have a loyalty to him in that sense. And once he decided to break that bond by infidelity and just treating her that way, making her feel bad, he kind of dug his own grave.
Dr. Jason said that I probably just need time But I mean, I've had years of time.
I would say that they need time as well, but I think it's a different type of time, because the time where she's just sitting in his face is not going to make her gain anything more for him except resentment. I feel like Asuelu and Big Mama Drama need the type of time where they separate. I think she needs time to figure out who she is. He needs time to go be who he wants to be. And I feel like maybe in 5 years, 10 years, they could come back together if that's what it's supposed to be. I don't think it'll ever happen, but I think they need a different type of time because she just is not happy with him. And then when she goes down the timeline of the things that he's done in the past, it just makes it 10 times worse.
He's cheated the whole time. When we were dating, pregnant, 3 years into our marriage now. So it's just been this pattern.
And there it is, y'all. She has too much hurt to actually be able to move forward with this man. And it's like no one is seeing this or no one is acknowledging that. But either way, make sure you guys thumbs this video up and subscribe. And Kaylani, take us up out of here.
How do you forgive someone for something that they keep doing?